What's up guys, Evan.Berard here. Today I'm going to show you 5 tips
What is up guys? Welcome to the Forks, Winnipeg's only real tourist attraction that's not even that cool, to be honest. And today, I'm gonna show you 4 tips, yeah I know I said 5, up, on location scouting for car photography. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so the reason that I'm here is to prove a point. Tip number 1 is be unique. It happens far too often where I see photographers take the same photos of the same cars in the same places every single time. And that's not something you ever want to do. The reason for this is if you do the same thing as everyone else, you're never going to stand out. And you're never going to become better than everyone else because you're not doing something different. So, the reason why I'm here is because this is the #1 most photographed spot in Winnipeg. The amount of photos I have here and other people have here is insane. You never want to take photos in the same place as everyone else all the time. See, the trick to being unique is finding unique locations. Locations that no one has ever driven their car to before. Or parked at, kind of like this asshole over here.
See, it doesn't even take that much effort to find these places. All I did to find this place was drive around downtown and I found a fairly colorful street, and so I just backed into a back alley and parked there. So this turned out to be a really unique spot, and I love the way how the pictures just pop with all the colors in the background.
Alright, so tip number 2 is unlocking new areas. Now, what do I mean by that? What do I mean by unlocking new areas? What I mean is, whenever you go to a new location, you want to try and find an area that most people would never think of going to in that location. So if you've been to that location 100 times, try looking for places you could think of that no one has ever driven to. So, let's take for example, the zoo. Now, plenty of people have been to the zoo. Not too many have been here to take photos. Most people, when they come here, they would just go ahead and take a simple photo of the vehicle, just like this, while it's still on the road. Almost tripped and died on a rock. Now that's fine and dandy. Your photos will still turn out nice. But if you want to go the extra mile to get that awesome shot that no one has ever seen before, you have to do something a little bit different. Now, if you remember in this video, I'm just gonna point to nowhere and probably link something up above. We got access to a Ram 1500 and actually drove the truck onto the pathway of the zoo. So what this allowed us to do is get a much better vantage point of the beautiful glass building with the zoo sign there without having any of the extra crap obstructing everything. Since we did that, we unlocked a new area by driving somewhere where someone would normally never think of doing it. Now, I'm not gonna drive the car up on here today because it's kind of early on in the day. So there's still a little bit of zoo staff inside the building and they wouldn't appreciate that much. So yeah, don't be afraid to drive in areas that no one has ever thought of driving. Alright kids, welcome to tip number 3, and that is always look for different vantage points whenever you're at a different location. So every location you go to will probably have a different vantage point that you can shoot from. Most people just show up and shoot from the vantage point that they're already at, which is ground level. But that doesn't always work. So at every location, you want to try and stop, take a minute, look around. Okay, so what can I do differently? Where can I shoot? And right off the bat, I can see, there's my car all set up. And one of the places I can immediately see is right there. Now we are much higher than we normally would be and get a different vantage point from everyone else. See, and there you go, that's just a little bit something that could help you change the angles that you shoot at. But the real reason why I brought you here is because we can do this. We can go a little bit more extreme. Because if you're creative, you can shoot from angles that no one has ever seen before. Kind of like this one. Always try to get that new angle, that new perspective that no one has ever seen before at every single location you visit. And who knows, you might just take the greatest picture ever with that awesome angle. This was also another really good example for choosing the right time of day to go location scouting. Because normally this whole parking lot is empty, but as you can see, there's still a lot of trucks and stuff left in this parking lot. So if you go during the time of day you want to scout, these won't be there, and hopefully it will sway your decision to shoot here a little bit differently. Also, if you're shooting in this angle, all that traffic there will get in the way of your shot. And if you could take something out of the shot, you really should if you have the chance. So if you were to go later on in the day, there wouldn't be rush hour and you wouldn't see all those vehicles in the background.
Alright, so that is it for the video, guys. I hope you found it helpful. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content in the future. And press that little bell button to get notified of it. And as always, gearheads, keep grinding on. I'll catch you later.